I got your bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch.
From the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Ooh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Thursday, August 1st, 2024. And this is episode number 821 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Welcome to CC being all judgy. A lot of drinking. I mean, you know. Okay, that intro was written back in the day when there was certainly a lot more drinking going on this show than there is now. And there is still some drinking that occurs on this show. Maybe not quite as much drinking as there was, you know, in the past. But yet and still, we do drink. I mean, hell, we drank yesterday. I mean, we don't, you know, again, we don't drink like we used to. We don't get drunk like we used to, but that's because I'm a responsible host. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you had a good evening. Hope you have been having a good day. Happy Astros avoid getting swept by the Pirates Day. Thank you, Mauricio Dubon. Jeez. You know, pitching wise, other than Framber Valdez giving up four runs, it's kind of what you expect from Astros rotation, or what you thought you'd expect coming into this season. Framber goes, you know, 6, and then 7, 8, 9 is Abreu, Presley, Hader. It's what you want. It's what you want. Not 4, you know. You'd expect Framber to give up 2, maybe 3 on occasion, but other than that, you'll take it. So, busy show, last show of the week. Got to finish up strong. Got to do the damn thing, as the kids say. Lots to discuss, lots to get into. Oh shit, I lost one of my topics. There we go. Lots to discuss, lots to get into. Some interesting. Here's an interesting topic. Uh-oh. Can you bump the volume up a bit? I'm maxed out and I can barely hear you. It says, Jared Taylor. Is it low? Is it low? Get low, get low, get low. Let's see. Is it low? Is it low? Get low, get low. Oh, let's see. Is it low? Is it low? I mean, that sounds, I mean, I can bump it up. Yeah, I can do that. I see my level over here is kind of low. Is everybody else's level low? I mean, on my phone, I had the volume up. Jared said maybe I'm just getting old. That was my phone all the way up, and you could clearly pick it up on the microphone. But yes, Jared, I can bump it up for you, sir. And you are getting old. We're all getting older. Let me see how I can do this. How's that? Check 1, 2, 3. I'll put that on 30%. Is that better? Flip said the sound is just fine. Heck yeah! Damn right. Hey, Jared Taylor, thank you for the 10 bits too, buddy, by the way. I missed it yesterday, but Ivan, thank you for resubscribing for 29 months. I know you're not here, but thank you for resubscribing for 29 months. And Jen just resubscribed for 30 months. Holy shit. Much appreciated. CC, too loud. JK, it's great. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate you. Thank you, CC. Aaron said nope. Good. Okay, so we're squared away on that. Got it. Fantastical. All right, lots to get to. I still haven't told you any stories from Tulsa. Couple of things. I did get to the me riding in a Tesla for the first time. Got those stories out of the way this week. A couple of just kind of random things from Tulsa. It's not even like, normally when I go on the road, weird, crazy, wild, bad shit happens to me and I get to share those stories with you and they're fun and funny and you guys seem to enjoy them. But I don't have one of those necessarily, but I do have kind of a cool, fun story that I want to share with you. Not fun even, but just a really cool story. It was a very cool moment for me. And then a few other stories that I'll share with you from my trip to Tulsa last weekend. Of course, I want to talk some Olympics. Got some headlines for you. And we'll get into some other topics, whatever you guys want to discuss. There was something that I wanted to carry over, and I'll be damned if I can remember it. It was from last show. Let me pull up the run of show from last show. Yeah, I can't find the son of a bitch. Let's see. Woe is me. Yeah, I can't find it now. By the way, while I have you here, I'm trying to get the Jen had a great idea for the show a while back, and before we got distracted with time off and everything else, she had an idea for a Talk About It Tuesday, which I really like. It's a specific topic that we'll all hone in on, focus in on, and then we'll bring it up on Tuesday and we'll, spoiler alert, talk about it. So it'll be a topic that you guys suggest. This is your chance. To be able to play producer. So all you have to do to participate and Talk About It Tuesday is email Jen. It's right there on the screen. Jen@barryondeck.com. Send her your topics. Send her your ideas. It could be really anything. I would say we're not going to pick any topics about politics necessarily. It might be, though. I mean, if you want to submit it, but it is 100% our discretion, what we pick. You know what I mean? Jen's going to have the topics, and ultimately, at the end of the day, if I don't want to talk about it, we ain't talking about it. If I think it's bad for the show, if Jen thinks it's bad for the show, sometimes I'll have something and Jen will be like, no, don't do that. And I'm like, okay. And vice versa. She might suggest something and I'm like, nah, we're not going to do that. And she's like, okay. So it's a collaborative effort. So, but send them in and let us decide that. Don't censor yourself. That's what I always tell young comics when they're writing jokes or whatever. I like, don't censor yourself necessarily. Write it all and then we'll figure it out. So send in your jokes. All you got to do is email jen@barryondeck.com. Send in your Talk About It Tuesday topics. We'll get to them and we'll announce them. We will announce them and then we will talk about them on Tuesday. Now, obviously, it's Thursday, so we don't have time. So it won't be this Tuesday. I will be reminding you all week, and then the deadline will be, well, it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll announce the topic on Tuesday of this coming week, which will give you guys a week to prep for it. All right. So get your topics in. The Talk About It Tuesday topic will be announced on either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I don't remember what we said. And then that'll give you time to prep for it, whether it's like, oh, we want to read a book or I'm not reading. I'm just telling you now. But, watch a movie or a series or whatever, and that'll give us time to get to it. So be prepared for that. And it doesn't all have to be that complicated. You know what I mean? It could be as simple as, what do you think about transgender boxers in the Olympics? Could be that. There you go. Causes of the First World War, Tony says. Yeah, it could be that. Sure, that's 100% going to get picked. I don't see why that wouldn't be something that got picked. Tony said the boxer is actually a woman. See, now I'm confused on that. Because what I heard was she's not, but I don't know. So we'll get into that. We'll have some discussion about that today because I did want to talk about it. That's on my agenda. So we'll figure it out. And we'll have a rational adult discussion about it. Okay. Louise Einhorn is a man. I don't know what that means. Hey, Dandy Dan, sir, good to see you. First of all, hope things are going well, Dandy Dan. Second of all, I had a piece of mail returned to me, found it in my P.O. box yesterday. It was your birthday card, Dandy Dan. Yeah. Maybe go to your Patreon and update your mailing address, Dan, so that when your boy sends you a birthday card in the mail, you get it. Because when you move and your boy's trying to send you shit, it gets sent back to me. Not only do you waste precious postage, you don't get your shit. You're lucky it got caught because when I send out these new Barry on Deck OG t-shirts, that's right, we're sending out, and this is again Jen's idea. Give it up for Jen. I'm designing new Barry on Deck t-shirts. Y'all remember the old OG Barry on Deck shirts? Had Oliver on the sleeve. It was gray. There will be a new version of that. And only Patreon members are going to get one. That's it. I owe you several gifts. If you're a member of Patreon, you either get a semi-annual or an annual gift, depending on the tier that you're a member of. I have not been keeping up with that. And so we discussed it and we were like, you know what? Let's do another OG shirt. Let's just do it. Let's do an OG shirt and that'll be the gift. And I should make up for it because a lot of the gifts are not like, oh man, he sent me a crystal bowl or a motorcycle. I mean, it's cool. I think the gifts are cool that we come up with. I put some thought in them. One time we sent out mouse pads. One time we did coffee mugs. We've done Christmas ornaments. We've done what's it called? Beanies. Like I've done a lot of cool shit. Okay, we've done a lot of cool shit, but I will admit I've been lax in my due diligence and we didn't send out Barry on Deck dildos. I mean, that's on the list, but it's not yet. So, no, we don't have BOD. What up, KB Holmes? Good to see you. No BOD boxers. Yes, keychains. Thank you, Donna. Koozies. I've had a lot of cool things that I have sent to our Patreon members. A lot of people, when they do Patreon, it's one and done. You know what I mean? You join, you get one gift. I showed the mouse pad already. Holy shit. Oh my God. Be still my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, stop the presses, everybody. Stop the presses. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Brandon Martinez sighting in the chat. Has hell frozen over? Has hell frozen over? What is happening right now? What is happening? You know what this is?
Great success.
Great success. Brandon Martinez has showed up. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable. What up, B-Mark? Good to see you, homie. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for showing up. This is badass. Look at us. Look at us. B-Mart in the building. I'll be goddamned. Yeah, Dubs, I did mention the Christmas tree ornaments. I think I still have one. Let's see. Yeah, this was an early iteration, but yeah, we did Barry on Deck Christmas tree ornaments back in the day. Handmade. Nora came up with the idea and helped me make these. Nora and I. So if you have one of these bad boys, you could thank Nora, and she probably helped make yours. Yeah. So we do some cool shit on Patreon. If you like the show, you want to support the show, get on it. Never gonna get that to settle in. What the fuck did I just step on? Yeah, so I have owed you guys a few, semi-annual or annual Patreon gifts. I haven't been keeping up with it, but new OG shirts will occur. What's going to happen is once I'm ready to go, Jen will be getting your updated sizes. And I will tell you again, if your address is not up to date, this is very clear. Listen to me very closely, Patreon members. If your address is not up to date and accurate in Patreon, and your shirt is mailed out and is sent back, returned to sender, I'm not sending it again. This is expensive to mail. This is going to be an expensive endeavor, okay? So I get a lot of returned mail when I do these because you guys don't keep your mailing addresses updated, and we ask you all the time and we tell you all the time. And I would venture to say that when I do the mailings, I mean, we'll probably spend, well, you figure there's an average of 100 Patreon members. If I spend $5 on whatever the free gift is on average, sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. So I'm spending $500 just on the gift for you guys. And then it sometimes can be upwards of $4 to $5 to mail it. So I'm not going to pay to mail it to you again because you were derelict in your duties of just being as simple as updating your goddamn mailing address. All right. It's the least you could do to allow me to get it to you. Okay. Okay. Now I will say this too. We may have to revisit some of this shit. Patreon members, don't be lazy. Update your address. Dandy Dan, you son of a... I'm not mailing you another birthday card either. Happy birthday, bitch. Now get another one. Send an email to update address. No, go into Patreon and update your address. It's that simple. You just open up the Patreon app and update your address. It's so easy. Yeah, Dandy Dan, that's the thing, man. Yeah, Jen can't update Patreon for you. You have to do it. You have to update your own Patreon. And we don't keep track or whatever. We go, when we do a mailing, we go to Patreon and we export the information, and that's what we use. We don't keep a spreadsheet. We don't keep, we just refresh the data every time so that we make sure that it's accurate. We rely on you. And we will tell you. Well, I'll say it again when we're ready to mail the shirts. We always do. When we send out the swag and the gifts for Patreon members, I always say it on the shirt. We always post it on the Discord. I always send messages on the Patreon. Update your address. We're getting ready to send it. I know you keep a spreadsheet, but we always update it right before we do a mailing, and we plug in whatever addresses we have. Okay? So it's on you. If you don't get your shit, that's your fault. And I'm not mailing them out again. Now, if you can, somehow we can meet up. Maybe you want to come to a show at Hop Scholar, I'll bring you your shit. Or if you want to come to a comedy show, I can bring you your shit. Maybe a deckhead that you can get it from and that can meet up with me at a show or whatever. We'll do all that. We can do all that. Jared's, I'm updated. I'm too poor to move. All right, so cool. So look forward to that. I'm excited about that. There will be some slight tweaks to the logo. It's going to be cool. CC said, what's my login? That I can't help you with either. Cannot help you with that. But yeah, Dandy Dan, you missed out, bro, because what I do every year is I select one birthday and I send them a $500 Amazon gift card. And you were it. And I mailed it and then returned to sender. So when it gets returned to sender, I just keep it. Sorry, bro. Just kidding. I didn't do that. That didn't happen. All right, let's get to the show, man. We got a lot of shit to discuss. By the way, I didn't even all through all that. We got a damn hype train. I didn't even acknowledge it. I want to acknowledge it, and you guys and your generosity. Thank you much. Thank you so much. So I got Jen's resub. Cisco, thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. Appreciate you. Total Dallas, thank you for the 101 bits. That was the hype train. It was Jared Taylor, Jen, Cisco, and Total Dallas. Thank you guys so much. That was a level 1 hype train, 44%, 1 sub, and 201 bits. You guys are the titties, man. Much appreciated. All right, let's get to some sports. Here's your headlines. Erickson, this says, next year it better be me. I don't really do that. Bro, you think I can afford that? I already do, I already spend about, I don't know, if I probably spend about $2,000 a year, $2,000 a year on gifts, if I'm keeping up with it. That's why the shirts are going to be kind of making up for it. But yeah, like I said, if I spend $5 on a gift for all of the Patreon members, and it's not quite at 100 now, but it has been, that's usually what? That's $500 plus. We'll say it's, I don't know, $4 to mail them. So that's $900. And then that was when we were doing the annual gift for everybody. And then the semi-annual gift, it was the same thing. It's $5, but we don't have that many huge deck heads. There was less. So that was, I don't know, I'd say is probably what? Jen, would you say 60% is huge deck heads? So that's another 300 plus, what? 240, so 540 plus 9, so 900 plus 540. Yeah, so about 1,500 a year just to get the free gifts out. So, yeah. CZ said I'm a jumbo deckhead. Yeah, Robert said just bring mine to a show and you can save the shipping. Yeah, no shit. Robert is the fucking Cal Ripken of Hop Scholar shows. It's amazing, dude. Amazing. Robert, was this last one, was that 12? Was that 12? Eric said, but it's a great idea, though. In a year, one winner gets a $500 Amazon gift card if you sign up for Patreon. Only thing is, no one gets the card. That's so funny. That's fucked up. That is hilarious. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. That's what the lady in Thailand said to me. We even have your size jumbo. Damn, that's cold-blooded, CC. That's cold-blooded. Yeah, also, that's illegal, Eric. I can't do that. It's like, you can't be like, yeah, all you gotta do is sign up and I'll give away 500 and then never do it. Yeah, that's chicken shit. And well, knowingly, yeah, I admit I'm a little scatterbrained and sometimes I'm way behind on what I owe you guys, but eventually I get it to you. Eventually. It may take me forever. I may be slow as shit to do it, but goddamn it, I do it. Barry says the card to Nor every year. And that's when I went to Thailand prison. CC. I was thinking about that, though. What kind of incentive could I get for new people to sign up? That would be a good idea. I mean, it sucks for you guys that are already members, but that's why you get the swag and stuff. But yeah, I need to do something like that to get new people to sign up. That's right, Jared. Cece and Donna, damn criminals. All right, let's get to these sports headlines. In case you didn't hear, Hall of Famer Gordon Hayward. I couldn't get it out. Gordon Hayward is calling it a career after 14 seasons in the NBA. He announced it on social media, quote, "Today I'm officially retiring from the game of basketball. It's been an incredible ride, and I am so grateful to everyone who helped me achieve more than I ever imagined." He was drafted by the Jazz in 2010. He was an all-star in 2017. Went to the Celtics as a free agent. Remember, he had that nasty injury where he lost a season. He said it's all you see, another one to round back into shape. Let's see. Last season, he averaged 9.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, 3.1 assists in 51 games with Charlotte and OKC. He was traded to the Thunder mid-season as part of a deal that the Thunder hoped would help them in the playoffs. However, he didn't score a point in 7 playoff games. He's 34. He finishes his career averaging 15.2 points a game. 4.4 rebounds and 3.5, assists per game. College career at Butler. Led the Bulldogs to 2010 championship game against Duke. Attempted a half-court buzzer-beating shot that would have given Butler the title, but instead it rimmed out. He went on to say there's too many people to thank. Thanked his parents and family, his agent, Mark Bartelstein, coaches, teammates, trainers, doctors, and friends for supporting him through countless years and cities, helping me exceed my own expectations, end quote. To all my fans, quote, "Thank you for supporting me through the ups and downs. I will always cherish the letters of encouragement and the moments we've shared around the world. You inspired me to always dream big and improve every day. And for the young players up next, I challenge you to do the same." Quote, "As I move to spend more time with my family and as a father and husband, I look forward to new adventures and challenges, taking with me the lessons I've learned on the court that'll guide me across the next chapters, both in business and in life. Can't wait for what's next." That's cool. Dude's not a Hall of Famer. Had a good career. There was a stretch when Gordon Hayward was a guy where you were like, damn, that dude can ball. There was a stretch of really it was before the injury. His last year in Utah and then going to Boston where you were like, ooh, that fella there, he can play. And then it was like, eesh. And I'll show you. Let's put this on screen here. Let's see. Here he is. To all my fan. That would be my retirement speech. I want to thank all my fan and my friend. And this goes out to all my supporter. What does this say? Here we go. So this is his numbers. Very, very hard to see, I know. Let's see. Let me zoom in here. His best year, I don't know if you can quite see that. Let's see. If I can zoom. There we go. His best year, here's his points in this far column on the right. His last 3 years in Utah, he averaged 19.3, 19.7, and 21.9. Like I said, that last year in Utah was his best year. Averaged 21.9 a game, almost 22. Averaged a steal, 3.5 assists, 5.4 rebounds a game. So pretty good score. shot almost 40% from behind the 3-point line in that same season, averaging going 2 for 5 on average from 3-point range in a game, which are really good numbers. But then, like Walt said in the chat, he was decent until his leg exploded. Just gruesome, nasty, ugly injury. Came back. That was in Boston early. I think it was first game, if I'm not mistaken. First game in Boston. Early in the first game, too. And used that second season, like they mentioned in the article, averaged 11 and a half. Third season averaged 17 and a half. Done there. Goes to Charlotte, averages 19.6. And then just, the decline starts 15.9, 14.7, 14.5, and then just doesn't have it after that. And it happens. It happens. So here we are. And it feels so sudden, but man, you get old. It goes just as quick as it comes. Also, that I'm talking about basketball. So there's your Gordon Hayward retiring 14 seasons in the NBA. Last thing on the headlines, it was announced. Sources are saying that a second Kobe Bryant statue is going to be unveiled outside of the Lakers arena. That'll occur tomorrow. It'll be a private event. This one will be a statue depicting Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gigi. It'll be unveiled at a private ceremony. This is the statue is the second of 3 planned statues that'll be outside of the Lakers arena. This one, it says the first one was a 19-foot bronze statue memorializing the 81-point game that Kobe had against the Raptors. That one was unveiled on February 8th of this year. So 2/8/24, which 8 and 24 representing Kobe's numbers. And then the 2 representing his 13-year-old daughter Gigi's number that she wore on the basketball court. And in this case, obviously, again, now instead of 2/8/24, it's 8/2/24. So the significance, again, of that number, or those numbers being, those 2 are Kobe's numbers and then his daughter's number as well. So it says the statue of the father and daughter is located near the Los Angeles Kings Monument, celebrating the team's 50th anniversary. It'll be available for the public to visit starting Saturday morning. Bryant's widow, Vanessa, revealed that at the February ceremony, the third statue would show her late husband donning his number 24 uniform, Lakers uniform. Third statue is expected to be unveiled sometime next season, sources told ESPN. That one will be interesting. Obviously, it won't have a 24 message. It's going to be 2025. So not sure what the significance of those numbers will be, if any. But that will be the third statue unveiled for Kobe Bryant. So, second one we will see tomorrow. KB Holmes said, damn. Clippers move out and Lakers start throwing statues all over the place. And then Chris from Sam, you said, how many did Jordan get? I think this is different circumstances. You know what I mean? It's different circumstances because of the tragedy of Kobe's death, dying with his daughter. Flip said it's a bit much. I don't think so, because of how much he meant to that organization, how beloved Kobe was as a player, how much he meant to so many people. I mean, Kobe was the idol of so many kids growing up. He was the Michael Jordan of an entire era of basketball fans. The Mamba mentality, it certainly wasn't my era. I grew up in the Jordan era. When I was a kid and when I was in high school, that was the Jordan era. I had a pair of Jordans, you know what I mean? When me and my friends would throw paper away in the basket the waste paper basket. We didn't yell Kobe. We yelled Jordan. That's just what we did. And I was kind of stunned when younger friends of mine would say that they really would yell Kobe. And I was like, you're just saying that is ridiculous, that's not really true. No one yells Kobe. You yell Jordan. That's Jordan. Like, no one yells Kobe. And then come to find out, it's really true. It is really true that there is a generation of kids and, well, people now, generation of adults that when they were kids, that's what they did. You know, if they were throwing something away or if they were passing something to somebody, but they would, shoot it with they would, Kobe. And I remember doing that as a kid. I remember, my mom would be like, throw me that. And I would, Jordan. Just what you did. It's what you did as a kid. And it's no different for Kobe. So he's on that level. And to say it was a bit much or that Jordan didn't get that, Jordan also didn't die in a helicopter crash tragically with his son or with his daughter. I think that's why you're seeing this. Would Kobe get a statue? Absolutely he would. Had he, lived out his days, I don't want to say normal, in a normal life, but had he, lived out his normal life and died in his 70s, yeah, he would have had a statue. 3? No, probably not. But these are different circumstances. So, and had Jordan had something, had he died tragically, let's say that, Jordan was real close with his father. Had Jordan died in a helicopter crash with his dad, you best believe there would have been at least 2 statues of Jordan. One by himself and one with his dad. Absolutely, I believe that. 100%. Chris said, I think it's just the Lakers pandering to the millennials. Nah. Well, they definitely didn't yell Kobe while passing. No, they did not. No, they did not. Oh shit! Eric Christina said I would yell Catino Mobley or Steve Francis just because I was a Mexican and didn't know about. I was a Mexican and didn't know about basketball. That's so funny, Eric. Francis. Everybody's like, what? Eric's like, you don't say. That's some funny shit, Eric. Oh my God, that's some funny shit. There's an AMAAA from Jared Taylor. I think I saw another one. Let me go back and find this other AMAAA. I think it was from Clarence, and I think he left. Pretty sure he left. Let's see. Clarence leave? Yep, it was from Clarence. Add to the queue. Okay. Let's do them here. Hell, we could do them. So, is Clarence here? Clarence, where you at, Clarence? Hey, guys, what's up? Let's see. Clarence wanted to know. It's a good question. Valid question. Clarence said, will I have a chance to become... I don't know why I'm talking like I would like to talk to you about the things that you say on your show. I don't know why I was doing it in Cosby. Will I have a chance to become zip bop? Will I have a chance to become a three-time Barry on Deck fantasy football champion? Hell yes, man. Hell yes. And you know this, man. Yes, of course. The hell? Yes, of course. We're going to do fantasy football again. In fact, Jen texted me earlier today and was like, hey, let's link up. We need to discuss fantasy. Need to make that happen, Captain, because it's coming up. So, of course, Jen's on top of it. I had totally forgot about it. So leave it to Jen. Save the day again. You guys just don't give her enough praise. Because your boy would have 100% forgot about fantasy until like the week of. I've been like, shit, we got to get fantasy together, guys. Y'all have been like, it's too late. But yes, Jen's on top of it. We will have fantasy football again for Barry on Deck. Again, it is only open to Patreon members. So if you are a member of the Barry on Deck Patreon, you have a chance to join, and it is 100% free. I do not charge you. You do not have to pay to be in the league. All you have to say is, I want to be in a league, and we'll put you in a league. All right. We draft online, and there are cash and prizes for everybody that wins. Not everybody, but the winner of each league gets cash and prizes. I don't remember what we did last time. It was like cash, or I think I said PayPal or Venmo or whatever, or Zelle. And then it was like split between like cash and an Amazon gift card and a trophy or something like that. I don't even know. I don't even think I ever ordered the goddamn trophies. I don't know. That part I might be a little derelict on, but you'll get your cash for sure. And then the overall champ, I make you a shirt. The person, the fantasy football player with the absolute most points gets a custom shirt made by me. For you. It just says Barry on Deck Fantasy Champ. Last year, it was Perry, I believe, that got the shirt. Walt has a shirt. So, yes, there will be fantasy football. Yes. Jared Taylor hadn't asked me anything about anything. What's worse, technical difficulties or running out of line on the weed eater 5 minutes in? Ooh. Well, I keep a big spool. Because I weed eat so much, or I guess use my trimmer so much. I'm like you. I say weed eater, which is actually a brand. It's like saying, go make me a Xerox. Or when you sit down, what would you like to drink? Coke. But you really mean Dr. Pepper? Weed eater is actually a brand, but I still say it. You're referring to using your trimmer, your string trimmer. But I buy it by the spool. So what I usually do before I start is by the way, it's 3 arm lengths. 1, 2, 3, cut. And I'll put 2 of those in my pocket. And then off I go. But a lot of times what I end up having to do is come back and get gas before I ever run out of trimmer line. So I'm going to have to go technical difficulties on this, Jared Taylor. By far. I had to go technical difficulties. Captain Pope! What's up, pimp? Thank you for the 245 bits, my friend. He said, Barry, did you see the president of Venezuela? I almost said Villanueva. What? Because I'm looking at Alex Villanueva in front of me. He said, what's up, YT? Barry, did you see the president of Venezuela trying to fight Elon Musk? Odds Musk actually ever fights someone? 0. That nerd ain't fighting anybody. Bro, Elon Musk is a chihuahua. That's what he is. Elon Musk is a chihuahua. Bitch. That's what he is. That's what he is. He's yapping. He's a yapping. He's a yapping. Soon as somebody bows up, he gone. He ain't fighting nobody. That nerd ain't fighting nobody. I'll fight Elon Musk. He ain't fighting nobody, bro. He's a scary ass nerd. Period. End of story. Chris said, I hate changing trimmer line. You need to get you a speed feed, bro. You need to get you a speed feeder. What kind of trimmer do you have? Got to get that Echo speed head. Boy, just... You next. Gone. You next. Get it. Let's go. It takes me less than a minute to change my trimmer line. 1 minute. That's it. That's it, man. No, you need to get you. Let's see. Greenworks speed feed head. I bet they have one. That's a replacement head. Echo speed feed 400 upgrade on Greenworks. Looks like there might be one. Greenworks trimmer head. Yeah, you got to get you one of them speed feed heads. Because they make, well, I don't know if they make one. But basically, let's see. Echo's speed feed 400 head GIF. Let me see if they have like a video of one. You know what? This might just work here. Here you go. Here's a video of what the speed feed head looks like when you change the trimmer line. Let me see if I can get to it here. Dude's TikTok. Can y'all see that? See how I put this? See, look, Linda, listen. So this is like, that's either, I guarantee you that's either an Echo 225 or an Echo 2620T. Those are the two most popular Echo trimmer lines for at-home use. But see, so he's sliding the line through there. See how he did one to the other? See how now the line's on each side? And then you line it up, make sure it's even. So he's got the line coming out of each side. And if you notice, what did he just say? What did he just say right here? He said, getting it all tangled. All you do is slide the line through the eye hole, pull your string through. It takes about 18 to 20 feet, 3 wingspans. What'd your boy tell you? 3 wingspans. That's the rule. Line it up, get it even, and then you're just going to twist. Boom. See how he's winding it like that? Psst, 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 psst. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's how you do the trimmer line on the Echo Speedhead. And that's the whole, see how he's winding it? He's winding, and it's almost gone. Hurry up, bitch. And he's taking his time. I'll sit down. That's it. He's done. That video was 52 seconds long. And he was slow. I'm out there. I'm like, I'm done. He was slow. You should be able to get that shit done in 40 seconds. You know, like sex. What? What up, Drake? Good to see you, pimp. Chris said I'll look it up. Yeah, go get a cat. Fuck. Bro, boy, I need to take that off. My cat's gonna be pissed. Destiny said, I'm always done in 40 seconds or less. Yeah, that's right. Chris said I'll look it up. You guilted me into getting my mower fixed a couple weeks ago. Good. You should. All right, broke boy, I'm gonna go get a cat at we're gonna take a break at we'll take a break at like 4 o'clock. I'll get a cat there. You gonna be around till 4, broke boy? You gonna be around till 4? I'll go get a cat at 4 o'clock. It's 3:20 now. We'll take a break. I'll grab one during the break because I want to get to some of these topics that hot and heavy. My ego's the same, but still sucks when you run out. Yeah, well, that's, you know. Yo, what up, fake Victor Von Doom? Flip said, ask me anything about anything. Is it safe to spray insecticide all over the lawn? It depends on what the insecticide is. It depends on, what do you mean safe? Safe for what? Your pets, your kids, the bugs? What are you talking about? Bro Boy said, I listen while I'm play. Fifths. Okay, I'll be here. Dope. That's what's up. In other words, that's days less than a minute, man. Yeah, it is. What do you mean? Like, what kind of insecticide? Are we talking bifenthrin or bifenit? Same thing. Yeah, if it's like a bifenthrin, yeah. As long as you let it dry first, you're good. Spray it out, let it dry, but you really don't need to. I mean, and what's the problem? See, that's the thing. It's like, you don't need to. Why are you spraying the whole? You got fleas? Like, why are you spraying the whole lawn? Do you have sod wet worms or army worms or grubs? Like, what are you spraying for? Mosquitoes? I don't know about Demon WP. What's in Demon WP? Let's see. Supermethrin. That's a Syngenta. Oh, they make good shit. That's a Solutions. Yeah, let's see here. Yes. So the thing is a lot of the insecticides like that, you just have to make sure you don't overmix it or make it too strong, because like even bifenthrin, the Demon WP, which is so what did I tell you it was? The what's called cypermethrin. What they'll tell you if you look on the label, and I could Google it and find it, but what they basically say is, yeah, don't spoil it. No spoilers, but check the score in U.S. Belgium women's b-ball. No, I mean you kind of spoil it by saying that, bro.
Heck yeah.
You kind of spoil it by saying that. Yo, Captain Pope, thank you, sir. Captain Pope out here doing the Lord's work. Much appreciated, sir. But when it comes to these like do-it-yourself bug sprays, they're strong enough to kill the bugs, but that's a tiny little animal. You know what I'm saying? And so if let's say you had a pet like I'm raising cicadas, then you would need to be worried. But, you know, cats and dogs and kids are so big that this stuff that we mix, like bifenthrin and cypermethrin and all that stuff, it's designed to only harm animals that are teeny tiny, or bugs that are teeny tiny. If you were to ingest a whole bottle of it straight, it'd fuck you up. But when mixed properly, no. When mixed properly, no, not John Cicada, Jesus Christ. When mixed properly, it shouldn't harm your kids or your pets, but just make sure you mix it right. Make sure you let it dry. Make sure you know, what I always do just to make sure the cats are okay. If I spray something, I'll just, rinse off my shoes if I'm gonna walk in the house with them. That's it. But does that make sense? It usually won't harm your pets or your kids because it's made in such a way that it harms it harms smaller pests and animals. For them, it's a lot. For us, it's nothing. It's like alcohol. If you gave a thimble, if you took a thimble or like if you took a cap full of whiskey and drank it, probably wouldn't bother you. If you gave a cap full of whiskey to a 1-year-old, it'd have a whole different effect. Think of cypermethrin or bifenthrin the same way. The dosage that you put on the lawn to a mosquito or an ant or a cockroach is going to mess them up. But to a dog or a cat or a kid, this is not going to have an effect on them.
Heck yeah.
So, Keith, my dog. Thank you, sir. 30 months, you the man. That's weird. Keith's numbers match. Very few numbers have been matching. I don't know what Twitch did, but they fucked something up. But Keith just resubscribed for 30 months. They've been subscribed for 30 months. Those numbers haven't been matching. It's weird. Hey, who's talking buttholes in the chat? Time out. Wait a minute. Hold on. If we're talking buttholes in the chat, I want to be included. What are we saying? Oh, that's funny. Queen bee without stuffing it in your beehole. What? What are we talking about? Yes, Nate said, Barry, where did you go to lawn school? I didn't go to lawn school, bro. What are you talking about? Self-educated. I mean, look, honestly, and this is going to sound funny, and you guys are going to make fun of me. I'm self-taught, but also I learned from Randy Lemon some stuff. He taught me some things, and then I taught a lot of it myself, or I taught myself a lot of it. So, just reading. You come across a problem and you have to figure it out. I have read more useless shit about lawn care than I care to imagine, or care to admit, I should say. I mean, I'll sit there and just read and read and read. It's just ridiculous. Yes, rest in peace to my boy Randy Lemon. And part of it, honestly, and this sucks, this is just the story of my life. This is going to sound selfish, but this is the God's honest truth. I don't know how many of you even know this. I think I may have mentioned it on this show or online or whatever. But a few years ago, before he passed away, obviously he didn't say it after he passed away. That would be weird. What's coming through on the Ouija board? It's Randy Lemon. But we were talking one day, Randy and I met Randy. I was a big fan of Randy's. I used to listen to him on the way in to do Houston Game Day. I would call him and I would ask questions. And so I was a big fan of his. And then when I started doing Usual Suspects with Joel knew him. They worked together. They knew each other. And so Joel introduced me. I actually got him to like call in and on my birthday, and then set up a meeting because he knew I was a big fan. What Cece said, I know, Barry. I know. You know what? You know what? I'm not following. But he had said, one day we were talking and he had started contemplating retiring. And he was like, I'm probably going to wind it down in the next 5 years. And so he said that he wanted me to take over, which was a huge honor. It was when he said that, I was like, are you shitting me? He goes, no, man. He goes, I think you'd be perfect for it. You already have the chops. You're entertaining. I think you would, you could actually make it better because you could make lawn care fun and interesting. And he goes, you have a passion for it. You know some stuff. And so he said, I would like for you to take over Garden Line when I retire. I was like, no shit. He was like, yeah, would you want it? And I was like, yes, I would love to do it. He's like, okay. And then he actually brought me on the show. And so I did a Garden Line. I was a guest and took a couple calls and answered some questions and just kind of, having fun with it and stuff like that. And we met up a couple times and hung out. And but it wasn't like, we didn't hang out every day, but we would get together a few times. And then because he was a huge comedy fan. He wanted to be a stand-up comic at one point. So we had that crossover where I had a passion for lawns and lawn maintenance and shit, and he had a passion for comedy. So it was kind of a mutual admiration society. I liked what he did and he liked what I did. So we had that in common. He wanted to talk when we would get together, he would always want to talk comedy and I would always want to talk lawns. It was so funny. And neither one of us wanted to talk about the things that we did. He never wanted to talk lawns. I never wanted to talk comedy. So we had to have this, compromise. So, but yeah, when he said he wanted me to take over, it was really dope. And so I learned from him, but I learned a lot, and I asked him how he got started, and he's like, bro, he went to A&M and he was in their agriculture department and all that shit. And, but just reading, learning. And so that's kind of what I do still. Read, learn. He's got some great info on his websites that I've learned from. I learned from the man himself. I've read his books. I've trial and error outside. There's just a tons of ways you can learn this shit. There is no lawn school per se, but there is a difference, by the way, if you're hiring people to come do work on around your house outside. There's a huge difference between hiring just a lawn care company and a landscaper. Landscapers are certified. Landscapers actually have like accreditation. You can't call yourself a landscaper unless you are accredited. You've gone through you've proven you have a certain acumen. You've proven you have a certain specialization or whatever. I think there's certain things certain requirements you have to meet to be able to call yourself a landscaper. So just so you know that. So when you see a truck rolling by and it's like, Bobby's Landscaping Services, and then you see Bobby's Lawn Services, they are not the same. They are not the same at all. Just FYI. Cisco said, did you ever replace the weed eater string with a saw blade? I did. Not what it's cracked up to be. I'm actually going back to the weed eater string for the ditches for the time being. Didn't like it as much. Flip said Lawn Talk got you the honorary green card. I don't know what that means or how to take that, but I have an idea. CZ said, reserve your 10 to 15 minute ball fitting session by calling. This was an odd email to get. Yeah, Amos, bro, that's how you learn, man. I attended YouTube University for my home maintenance degree. That's it, bro. That's how you learn. Hey, what up, Joe Pro? Good to see you, buddy. And by the way, Amos had his mind blown by saying Weed Eater was a brand. He didn't know that. Yeah, you learn something new every day, huh, Amos? Amos had no idea that, look, right there. Weed Eater is a brand. Yup. Weed Eater is like Xerox. It's a brand. They make trimmers. They were like the most popular brand when so that's why everybody calls it Weed Eaters. Kind of like why everybody calls a copy machine a Xerox machine. Even though it's a copy machine. Same thing. Nothing beats Black Diamond. Yeah, baby. Keith, I'd like to think you are a Black Diamond fan because your boy. Huh? I remember trying to turn the city of Houston on to Black Diamond back in the day. KB Holmes. Garden Line with Barry brought to you by AT&T and Centerpoint. Man, fuck them. No. Nope. I will say, so Black Diamond is the shit. When I found that Black Diamond by Echo, that trimmer line, oh, it's so great. It's so great. But there's another one. No, bro, boy, Black Diamond at Treasures is not the same. There's another trimmer line that Echo makes that, or no, maybe Echo doesn't make it, that I wanted to try, that somebody was talking about online, but I think I'm just going to stick with Black Diamond. It's tried and true. It works. It works great. I mean, fuck, I can even get out there and cut out some of this underbrush with Black Diamond trimmer line. It's that good. And man, you put it on a high torque Echo trimmer. Shit. Damn near unstoppable. Yeah, that's right. Greenspoint Mall is officially gone. Rest in peace to Greenspoint Mall. Jumbo says Weed Eater brand still around. Yeah, I think the name may have outlasted. I think they still make product. Yeah, Weed Eater trimmers. Actually, no, it doesn't look like they are still around. Shit. Oh, wait. Amazon Weed Eater. Oh, yeah, baby. Yep. Looks like they do still make Weed Eaters. Weed Eater 20 volt cordless interchangeable. Yep, they sure shit do. Boy, they still look the same though. God damn, look at that big ass curved trimmer. Ugh. Get you a stick trimmer, you guys. Straight stick trimmer. Get you a stick trimmer and never look back. And if you're real ballsy, take the guard off. If you're real ballsy, take the guard off. Well, and that tells you all you need to know. They sell Weed Eater at Walmart. I got a hardcore business pivot for Weed Eater. That's hilarious, broke boy. Start making brownies. That's fantastic, dude. That's super smart. All right. No, you didn't. You did not miss the road stories, Stephen the Weather Guy. What? Robert says I don't go to Walmart. Who doesn't go to Walmart? Robert King. Oh, King. Who doesn't go to... I go to Walmart. Who doesn't go to Walmart? Why would you not go to Walmart, bro? Crazy. Hey, yo, squeezing rectums. If that is your real name, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. I don't go to Walmart. Fuck that place. Man, you guys are crazy. I don't either. Weed Eater would be a dope fragrance to kill weed smell, like blunt effects. Oh, yeah. I was just thinking like make edibles, but Weed Eater would be a dope like a Febreze, but for weed smoke. Oh, that's smart. That's smart, broke boy. That's genius. Amos said, my funniest memory of Greens Point. Well, we always used to, in high school, we called it Guns Point. I think everybody does. Trey asked me that before the show yesterday. He goes, they're closing down Guns Point. I was like, yeah. He goes, did y'all used to call it Guns Point? I was like, bitch, we invented the name. What are you talking about? He's like, damn, they've been calling it for that long? I was like, bitch, what you mean that long? But he goes, but Amos said, my funniest memory of Greenspoint Mall is my son, who is blind as a bat, walking into a clear glass coming out of Champs. I did that at Woodlands Mall. That shit ain't funny. Except I hit a pole. I walked into a pole in the middle of the mall. That shit was embarrassing as fuck. And it was right in front of the photography place during Christmas. The bitch was packed. And it sounded like someone hit a fucking gong when I hit it. Oh my God. The whole mall looked, oh my God. They're hollow. It's just hollow steel. Boom. I was just walking, and I get to... I'm in the Woodlands Mall upstairs, and there's like this photography place, and I'm looking in there, and I'm like, look at these funky bitches. Look at all this crazy shit going on there. And I'm being judgy. I'm talking shit. I mean, I'm not out loud. In my mind, I'm like, this is so stupid. All this fucking waste of money. You know, taking Christmas pictures. I'm like, bitch, just buy a regular ass Christmas card. You stupid ass. Boom! And I just ran smooth off into this pole. I didn't get to brace myself. I didn't clip it. I didn't just brush it. I mean, dead on, center cut, right down the middle, 90 degrees. Pop! And when I hit it, boom! Everybody in the fucking photo place. And there I am. Just everybody in the mall stopped. Oh, it was so fucking embarrassing. It hurt. Oh my God, it hurt. But you can't be like, you guys just play that shit all like, got y'all. But I know I was fucking beat red. I know it. That sucked. Chris said my first company office was in Greenspoint. We started a softball team called the Greenspoint Gunners. Nice. Nice. It's funny, bro. Boy said it's only called Guns Point. I saw like 4 parking lot fights there. I know it was called Guns Point, but I don't know. I never thought it was that bad. Shit, I worked at Sharpstown Mall. Greenspoint Mall never scared me. I worked at Sharpstown Mall in high school and just out of high school. Greenspoint Mall wasn't shit. I can remember walking to my car, and this was when they still did it, and seeing like bullet circles. You know how when they would do like fucking at a crime scene, they'll circle all the bullet shells, casings, and fucking outline bodies and shit at Sharpstown Mall. Yeah. Greenspoint Mall wasn't shit. Total Dallas. Did Greenspoint Mall have visible changes? I didn't dance with that one, bitch. Bro Boy says Sharpstown was where my dad took me every time he came and got me to hang out. Yeah. Donna said I lived by the mall before it became a crime scene. Which one, Greenspoint or Sharpstown? I miss Northwest Mall. That place brings back memories. Oh yeah, Northwest Mall was a good. I lived like when I grew up, Willowbrook was our mall. And it was great. It was like a suburban mall. It was great. Yo, what up, Jesus? Good to see you, homie. Oh, you lived by Greenspoint before it became a crime scene? Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to be there now. Uriel Villanueva said, grew up right by Sharpstown. Saw some shit. Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did. Okay, let's talk. Let's see. We go. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's an old one. Okay, we got a good amount of lawn talk in there. So let me open up this and this. Oh, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Center Point. Check out our new outage tracker. How about, oh, by the way, our lights went out last night. Middle of the night, just lights go out. Like, what the fuck? And then this morning, while I'm show prepping, lights go out. I was like, oh, here we go again with this bullshit. Twice. For no reason. It's crazy, man. And then now they want to raise rates. I swear to God, it's infuriating. Infuriating. And you can't fire them. You can't get rid of them. You can't do shit. There's nothing we can do about this raggedy ass company. Not a goddamn thing. I will say Paul Betancourt, he's a state rep. He was cussing at him in the hearings. Calling it bass backwards. He said something about he called, I don't know if he called somebody an asshole or I don't know what it was, but he was cussing during the hearing. It was crazy. It was wild. And then you hear about they have generators and shit that we paid for that they didn't even use. Man, fuck Centerpoint. As a staff, record label, and as a motherfucking crew. Fuck their CEO. Fuck that company. Fuck everybody that works there. Well, I work there. I don't have nothing to do with them. Well, fuck you. Quit. Fuck Centerpoint. It's infuriating. It's maddening. It is. It is absolutely fucking maddening. They're making money hand over fist. They don't give a fuck about their customers. All they want to do is raise rates. For what? What? For what? For doing shit you should have done a long time ago? Well, we got to raise rates to cover the cost. To cover the cost of what? Cleaning up vegetation that you should have cleaned up a long fucking time ago? Fuck you. Donna said, except for the lineman. I mean, Mimi said that. What's up, Mimi? Good to see you, sweetie. Yeah, Mimi said, except for the lineman. I will say this, Mimi. I'm kind of in agreement with you, except for the fact that when you hear some shit about them, some of them linemen are petty as fuck, okay? And I won't go into too much detail. I've talked about it once on this show, but some of them are petty as shit. Hey, what up, Jesus? Jesus said, great show, Barry, but I have to go. Hey, man, I appreciate you. He's probably works at Center Point. He's like, fuck this show. Love you, buddy. But I mean, look, some of them linemen are from personal knowledge and information. Some of them are petty as shit, and some of them are doing the Lord's work. You know what I mean? So, but I agree with you. Yeah, some of them just want to do the job and get paid and do their thing. But I'm really more talking about people in the office, decision makers, and all that shit. Like, and even when you call for customer service and they want to get an attitude with you. Well, sir, we're doing the best we can. Well, bitch, your best ain't good enough. Any other company in the world would be out of business if they ran like Centerpoint. Think about that. If any other company that had any competition whatsoever did the same kind of job, had the same kind of reliability, had the same kind of customer service, raised their rates in the same manner after the same shitty services that they provided, like Centerpoint does, they'd be fucking out of business. There's no reason Centerpoint should be in business other than the fact that they have a monopoly on this bullshit. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, fuck them. As House would say, I hope their CEO's kids never learn how to read. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. I hope his pool gets a crack and all the water leaks out. I hope his whole home generator fucking explodes and he can't use it. Not like it injures anybody, but I hope it fucking can't use it. I hope he has to buy a new one and then that one fucking explodes. And now they're like, well, we can't put another one in. Good, bitch. Good. I hope every light bulb in his house goes out all at the same fucking time. I hope he has to replace all the wiring in his fucking house. I wish every bad thing that wouldn't harm anybody, I wish on him. Every bad thing. I hope he gets audited by the IRS. I hope they find some shit that's terrible. I hope we find out he cheated on his taxes. Fuck him. Like, it's just infuriating, man. It is absolutely fucking infuriating when you find out people have died because of their negligence. Why are people waiting on lights for a week and dying, and they're sitting there with $800 million generators that they didn't fire up? There's people that died because they didn't want to fucking use a generator. What is that? I mean, I don't want to be dramatic, but sounds to me like Centerpoint killed some people. That's murder. Fuck them. Oh, God, I get mad. See, I can't. What happened? I blacked out. What happened? What happened while I was gone? Man. Maybe you said a pox on your house. Yes. I don't know witchcraft. I don't know voodoo. But I fucking wish I did. Ooh, I wish I did. Chris said I'm okay with harmful wishes. No, I would never wish anything harmful, like physically. Like I said, I hope he gets audited. And then they find out he cheated on his taxes. I hope that. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him. Yes, PB Dubs. I hope Fire Ants takes over his yard and he gets them and they tear up his fucking leg. Amos said blame Hot Wheels, Abbott for not taking infrastructure money. That's the other thing, man. Can we just be over and done with this fucking ERCOT shit? Could you just put us back on the fucking grid with everybody else, please? Okay, we get it. We think we're badass because we're Texas and we want to secede. I just want my goddamn lights on. I just want my lights to be stable. I mean, fuck this experiment. Steven, I hope someone sprays weed and feed on his trees. That's what somebody needs to do, is get you a big ass bucket of weed and feed, go in his yard and spray fuck center point. And then when the grass dies, that's what it says. I hope he gets an infestation of salt web worms and grubs. And they battle it out for supremacy. Oh, there you go, Rudy Rod. Good point, Rudy Rod. Voodoo. YouTube, how to do voodoo. There you go. I wonder if they tease that. Let's see if you can learn voodoo on YouTube. How to do voodoo. How to use a voodoo doll. What is voodoo? How to become a real witch. Here's a rapper named Gunplay on doing voodoo to beat a life sentence. I cut chickens and goats. How to curse or hex someone you hate. This is a black witch coven. What the fuck? How to cast a hex.
Heck yeah!
Oh, that was fucking weird. Sounded like he said hex, yeah. That was so weird. Oh my God. That gave me the fucking creeps. Holy shit. That was so weird. Yo, I don't want, this is fucking weird now. Oh my God, these are so weird. How to tell if someone is doing witchcraft. Ugh, spell dolls. Oh, this is weird. Yo, Rob, thank you for resubscribing, homie. Much love, pimp. Appreciate you, man. 29 months. That's fantastic, bro. Yo, this is fucking weird, though. Yeah, this is super weird. Look at this. We'll go up to the top here. Look at this. How to use a voodoo doll. Voodoo believers explain what people get wrong about their faith. How do voodoo dolls work? What is voodoo? How to become a real witch. How to make a voodoo doll. Is voodoo magic real? Gunplay. There it is. Gunplay on voodoo to beat life sentence. I cut chickens and goats. How to curse or hex someone you hate. How do voodoo dolls actually work? 7 signs witchcraft is attacking you. He got a whiteboard. That's fantastic. Inside occultism. Love spells, wealth rituals, and exorcism. Part 1, how to tell if someone is doing witchcraft. Spell dolls, poppets, and tag locks. That sounds like a ska band. Hey man, we're going down to White Oak to check out spell dolls, poppets, and tag locks. You want to go? I don't know, man. Who's open for them? Front 242. Amazing ideas. How to use a sod cutter. Okay, well now you can tell I look at lawn shit. CC said unsubscribe. Burn this channel down. Steven said about to burn this channel. BRB calling my mama. CC getting creeped out. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, there you go. Just released the Joe Pro. Yeah, I'm with you, Mimi. Fucking, I ain't doing no voodoo. They said I could sacrifice a chicken for you. Yeah. I used to have a Bradley voodoo doll. Oh, that's funny. Center point is why all those billionaires want to set up shop in Texas. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's talk a little bit. I guess I could do the road stories here, but we haven't really talked much sports. We talked a little bit of sports. We talked about Gordon Hayward and the Kobe Bryant statues. Oh, real quick. I do want to say thank you to those of you that sent in a Thankful Thursday. Always appreciated. Shit, I forgot to update the date on that. That should say 0801, not 9999. That's some bullshit. But thank you to Donna, my sweet, sweet Donna, for sending in a $10 Thankful Thursday. You the best, sweetie. Much appreciated. She said, happy Thankful Thursday, Pippi Dubs. Thank you, sir, for your $7 Thankful Thursday. He said, Texans Thursday. Great shows this week, B. Thank you, buddy. Sylvia sent in a $5 Thankful Thursday. Happy BOD Thankful Thursday. Jen, I'm going in order, by the way. Jen sent in a $5 Thankful Thursday. Much love to you. And Cece sent in a $5 Thankful Thursday. And she said, I had no idea it was Thursday. My bad. Love you. Love you, too. Thank you guys so much. Much appreciated. Donna sent one in at 6:50 in the morning. I love you, Donna. Damn, you get up early. Dubs was early too. So you guys are the best. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for continuing to support the show and keeping this thing rolling and going and on the air. It helps. It is appreciated. It is important. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. What is this? Oh, yeah, Joe Bro's taking care of a problem. Joe Bro like, who's releasing me for what? So let's see. God bless you, Donna. Donna said I've been up since 5 and couldn't go back to sleep. My goodness, that's the worst. Nora wakes up at like 4:10 to go to work. She wakes up at 4:10 or 4:15 a.m. Oh my God. But sometimes like she'll wake up early, like either the cats wake her up or I'm snoring, and she'll be up at 3:30, 3 a.m. and can't go back to bed. I'm like, bless your heart. Cisco said, Barry, I mentioned the idea of a comedy show to the events team again. They're in a meeting to plan the 2025 schedule. So, dude, I was just thinking about that. I was literally tomorrow, my to-do list, one of my things to do was to email you about a comedy show out at the Vineyard and to follow up with Cigars International and try to get the last Wednesday of the month shows finally out there and off the patio. So, damn, Joe Bro said 4 a.m. is my normal. West Coast starts time, kicking my asshole. Oof. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, so that was on my to-do list, both of those. So, because I was talking to Trey about it after the show yesterday about Cigars International, but I would love to come out to that Vineyard. And also I have to email a guy in Cushing, Oklahoma, because he wants to do booked shows. So I'm trying to add more of those shows, kind of like Hop Scholar, where I'm the booker and just kind of like have a room where we do it once a quarter and I book the comics and shit like that. It's a great way for me to have a show, get some extra income, and for the venues to have an event once a quarter or every other month where they can have a bunch of people show up. And I think it's a win-win for everybody. So, yeah. All right, let's talk about this now. I think I need more info. What time is it? 4 o'clock. We got an hour left. Let's take a quick break. So when we come back, here's what I want to do. I don't want to spend a ton of time on it, but I want to get into this boxer. Apparently, I want to talk some Olympics. We haven't talked a lot of Olympics. Because there are some people that are saying this boxer, one of the boxers in the Olympics is a transgender boxer. And I'm looking at it. Here we go. So we're going to get into that a little bit. And then I also want to talk about, we got football tonight. It's back, baby. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Texans and Bears. Now, y'all know me. I don't get super hyped about preseason football. I'm not going to sit here and break shit down and be, well, this is what you should, but we'll discuss. I mean, it's worth 5 minutes of our time. Okay. So we'll talk a little bit about it. It's worth 5 minutes of our time, but my God, I couldn't imagine being on the radio and having to fucking pretend like it's worth segment after segment. It's fucking preseason. You know, first teamers are going to play one, maybe two, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God. Drives, maybe a quarter, but it's, yes, our long-awaited nightmare is over, but it's back, and that's a great thing. So we'll get into it. Alex said not tonight. What do you mean not tonight? What do you mean not tonight? Probably none tonight. Oh, you don't think first teamers are playing at all tonight? I would be shocked if they didn't. I mean, have they said they're not playing them? That would be kind of interesting, because if they put you on the Hall of Fame game, the first game of the season, and then you don't play your starters, that would be interesting. But, okay. I mean, if it's not in the best interest of the team, okay. I guess so. Oh, because of the high school field? Yeah. Okay. They never play starters for the Hall of Fame game? Really? I could have sworn. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I could have sworn Davis Mills is the QB. Okay, well, I'm definitely not watching it tonight then. If there's no starters, yeah, I'm fucking out. What's the point then? Yeah, at least it's back. I might watch the Andre Johnson ceremony. Actually, I won't. I won't. It's fucking pointless. And the new unis are going to be introduced. Well, who gives a fuck? We can just watch that highlight reel on YouTube. I don't need to see that live. I can just watch the video on YouTube. That's super disappointing. Yes, you misremembered Roger Clements. Yeah, I could have sworn I thought in the past we've seen starters at the Hall of Fame game, but okay, that's fine. If they're not going to run starters out, which seems to be I mean, are we saying that? Let's see. What is the? Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. ESPN. I should go to the break. Hold on. NFL. Let's see if I can make this make sense. Week 1 is okay. Week 2. Okay. And week 3. Oh, okay. So in this case, the Texans are actually playing 4 preseason games. So that's the difference then. Okay. So here's why. This is the difference then, kids. This is the difference, gang. This is why I misremembered. In the past, this is the only game this week. Is that correct? Am I off there? What does it say? Oh yeah, the typing. Yes, you misremembered Roger Clements with a T. Jesus Christ, Joe, bro. Pick a language, Alex. Any language, but pick one. Yeah, so this is Donna, you guys driving to Texas makes me nervous. I'll drive with my knee. But this is the only game this week. And that's why. That makes much more sense. Chrome resigns. Okay. I hadn't even looked at the preseason schedule. Here's why. So if we go look at the schedule, right? August 1 through 7, which is this week. Yeah, Thursday through next Wednesday is one game. Till Down said Hall of Fame game teams always have one more than league. It used to be 5 for them. I don't know. I thought it used to be that they, I don't know. I could have sworn it was different. Okay. But that's why. So that makes a ton of sense. Texas -2 is good money. I swear to God, anybody betting on this is fucking stupid. All right. No, it doesn't matter. Either way. But that does make sense that they still have 3 more preseason games to play. So I thought, one, that this was part of their 3. It is their 4th. And in the past, I thought that Hall of Fame game was part of the 4, which would also make sense as to why they did or didn't in the past, from what I remember. Nonetheless, makes sense. If the Texans lose, I declare the season over. Shut up. We will be drinking shortly because we have a birthday to get to after the break. Here's what we're going to do. Okay? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about this boxer who, for lack of a better word, there has been questions about their gender. They have had gender test issues in the past and for the Olympics, so we're going to get into that. I have a couple of cool stories from the road when I was in Tulsa. Also, we have a birthday that we need to get to, and I feel like I'm forgetting something else, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it is offhand, but we will get to it, I promise. All that and more right after the break. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to go get a refill. I got to go get a cat because I owe Broke Boy a cat. So he used his points for me to go get a cat. So I will go get a cat. It probably won't be Oliver because that sumbitch hisses at me nonstop. So that's off the table. I'm not getting him anymore. He just gets too angry in his old age. But I will get Spencer. He'll get hair all over me, and we'll do that. When we come back, though, so get your shot glass. If you're a deckhead, OG deckhead, I implore you to get your shot glass. I implore you to get a drink. You will want to, for this birthday, you will want to toast and do a shot for this one. I promise. This one means more. This one means a lot. So go get it. Be ready. Skiggity Big said, can a noob get a shot glass? Oh, absolutely. Everybody should. But some of you, some of the newer deckheads, you're still a deckhead, Skiggity Big. If you're here, you're a deckhead, baby. I'm saying more like the OG deckheads. You're going to want to be in on this for sure for this birthday. You'll just have to take my word for it. Spoon said, I'm at work, man. I don't give a shit, Spoon. I know you got a flask in a desk drawer somewhere, you goddamn alcoholic. Did he bring up my birthday like this last week? He better. Well, no, Rob, because you're still alive. Oh. You feel like a dick now? Yeah, we're toasting the birthday of one of our deckheads that's passed, asshole Rob. Now how do you feel, Rob? Why don't you think about that while we go to break? Yeah, suck on that, dick face. All right, we're back right after this. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Lemonade. Don't go anywhere. Let Rob stew on that for a bit, feeling like an asshole. Peace.
I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope.
welcome back to Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, you can go have sex with yourself. Why would you leave? I went and got a cat like I was requested to do. I got the scary one, little Spencer here. He's very camera shy. He's very people shy. He's very shy. Very scary. Doesn't like loud noises. I have to talk softly. He gets very scared, right, Bobo? I know you're so scary. You get super scared, huh? You don't like it, huh? He does not like it at all. You don't like it, huh, Bobo? You don't like it. Nope. Nora and I are trying to teach them. Go. Nora and I are trying to teach them how to ring a bell to get a treat. He's getting it faster than Oliver. Okay. Love you, dude. See you in an hour. Bye. Yeah, Nora and I are. That's the thing. We're trying to teach them how to. Bing, and then we give him a treat. He's getting it. What he does, he doesn't know how to press it yet, but he'll paw at it. Like he hits the side of the bell. But he doesn't know how to make the noise yet. Do they play well together? Oh my God, yes. They're like best friends. They fight like brothers, but they're like best friends too. They're just, yeah. Yes. What does it say? Excuse me. So Rob said, I've been shot shamed. Yeah. How's that feel? Huh? How's that feel? Supposed to, if that's the worst shame you have on here, take it. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Joe said, damn, this hurts. I've been driving past Alan's shop where he worked a lot lately. Yeah. All right, let's do our shot real quick, and then we'll get into that topic because I do want to discuss it and get to it. We got about 45 minutes left in the show. Telling you guys that when cats fight, it's the best front row boxing match I've been to. Oh yeah. Well, they play fight, right? And the way it always happens is they'll be like Spencer. All he wants to do is be next to Oliver. He loves Oliver. Oh my God. So what'll happen is Oliver will be somewhere and Spencer will go lay next to him. One of two things will happen. Oliver will just get up and leave, or he'll stay there. And then eventually Oliver will start cleaning Spencer, which then Spencer in turn will clean Oliver. Well, apparently I learned this, but cleaning amongst cats is a way to show dominance. So like the alpha cat cleans the beta cats. That's its job. It's just like, I'm taking care of my flock, so I'm going to clean them. So Oliver's job as the adult cat when Spencer was a baby, was a kitten, was to clean it. So it's still done today, but when Spencer returns the favor, I guess, to clean Oliver, it's almost like an attack on his manhood. He'll allow it for a while, but then he cleans back, and then they clean back, and then and then it gets a little more aggressive, and a little more aggressive, and a little more aggressive, and we go from just laying with each other, cuddling, to cleaning, to clean fighting, to straight up ass fighting, and then it's on, and then yeah, it occurs like that all the time. So you just know as soon as they start cleaning, about to be a war. About to be a fight. It's hilarious though. And they get after it, man. I'll be getting on feet for it. Be thumping each other and shit. It's kickity big. I wish someone would just show their dominance and clean me. Ain't that the truth, bro? I can smell you through the internet. You know, your ass needs to be clean. Wash your ass, skiggity. All right. Let's do this. Let's do these shots. Let's get this shot in. And it's a special kind of birthday today. It's sad, but we got to do this one. We absolutely have to do this one. our dude, man. It's our guy. And we miss him dearly. Oh, Jesus Christ. We miss him dearly. Things are just not the same without Alan Denson around. He was, I still, to this day, I still open up the chat expecting to see him in there, talking to himself, talking to Nightbot, waiting on the show to start. And when I don't see him in there, it still breaks my heart. It still makes me sad when he's not there. And it's been a while. But I hope that he is up in heaven, if you believe in that, or wherever he is celebrating his birthday. Well, I hope they do hand jobs. So I hope they do roadhead. But more importantly, man, I just wanted to do this because I didn't want him to be forgotten. Because I think it's easy to just be like, well, he's not a Patreon member anymore. He's not here anymore. No. Alan's going to always be here. Alan's going to always be one of us. Alan's going to always be a deckhead. And it's only right that we celebrate. And I want to say thank you to Jen for bringing it to my attention once again. I didn't know. And Jen a lot of times reminds me about the birthdays. Lately, I've been a lot better because she's been busy. So I have a link now where I can check birthdays. But I knew we had some birthdays coming up in August. I just didn't know what. But Jen texted me this morning and said, hey, Alan's birthday is tomorrow. And I don't know if you want to celebrate it, but I thought I would just let you know. And I was like, fuck, you just get it, Jen. You get me, you get this. Yes, I want to celebrate. Yes, I want to bring it up. Yes, yes, yes. He was important to this show. He meant a lot to me. He meant a lot to us. He loved this show. He loved you guys as deckheads. He just loved what we do here. He loved this community. So it's only right that we celebrate Alan. So Alan, wherever you are, man, I don't know where you are or what you're doing, buddy, but I love you. Happy birthday to you. And we miss you. Cheers. Oh, that's a big shot. That's a big shot. Oh, he'd be so proud of that. Oh, goddamn. Shut up, Alex. Fuck you. That's a big ass. Oh, there's fucking 2/3 of this big ass shot goblet bullshit. Oh, God. Oh, that's for you, Alan. Oh, shit. It's mandatory to dance with that part. Oh, God, I don't know the dance. I don't know the dance. God, I love you, Alan. Shit. Fuck. Whew. All right. We did it. Did it indeed, man. Yeah, he sure would request another one. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah, Broke Boy saw that. Mike Trout out for the year. No surprise. No surprise. And I was going to ask you this. We're going to get to the Olympic thing. Man, I'm going to open up a can of worms here. Mike Trout, one of the greatest baseball players of all time, greatest player on the planet, went healthy. At what point are we going to start to discuss Can you really lay claim to the greatest of all time if you're not healthy? Huh? Jared, fuck that bourbon shot hit when it's 1,000,000 degrees. Bro, that's tough. But I appreciate you doing it for Alan. And I know he appreciates it. He's watching. He's watching. Ha! Told Dallas. Mike Trout has been called up to the disabled list. Wow. PB Dubs. It's not a bad call. The Grant Hill of baseball. I mean, oh, Dan Marino of baseball. Great numbers, no rings to show for it. Yeah. At what point, that's a good point, Dandy Dan, but at what point do we stop and say, okay, what? I feel bad for the guy because when healthy and when playing and at the peak of his existence in baseball, there was nobody that came close to Mike Trout. You know what I mean? Even if you look at his career WAR, his career wins above replacement, his a metric in which we judge players or can judge players by body of work and what their value is, Mike Trout's up there with the greatest of all time. But one, he has been the victim of a really poorly managed franchise, which sucks. He hasn't been to the playoffs, but maybe once, I believe. But see, all these names you guys are mentioning, Yao Ming, Dan Marino, Trout is not Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose was never considered the greatest of all time. Lance McCullers Jr. I don't know. I mean, Dan Marino might be the closest. Might be the closest. Because Trout is, yeah, Derrick Rose MVP, but nobody's putting Derrick Rose on potential, and I hate the term, but nobody's putting Derrick Rose on a Mount Rushmore. Nobody is saying that Derrick Rose goes down as possibly one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Good, potentially great, but all-time great? One of the best ever? Are we arguing, is it Derrick Rose, is it LeBron James, or is it Michael Jordan? No. But are we arguing, is it Mike Trout? Is it Barry Bonds? Yes. Absolutely, you can have that argument. And so that's what I'm saying. Jared Taylor says, does Trout goes down as a biggest bust? Not necessarily yet, but if this pattern of injuries and lack of winning and missing the playoffs continues, then he goes down as one of the greatest stats getters of all time when healthy. But what do you have to show for it? 80 games a year of phenomenal stats doesn't make you a GOAT. In my book, it just doesn't. Because you can say, well, when he's on the field, there was nobody like him in baseball. When he's on the field, he's a five-tool player that few players in the history of the game could come close to. Few players. You know, there was a moment when Bonds first started roiding when he still had some speed. He could still steal bases and hit for power and play defense in the field. Because Bonds was a five-tool player. Bonds was a 40-40 guy before he roided up. Before. People forget that. People want to say that, oh, well, Bonds cheated. Let me tell you something. Bonds was a Hall of Famer before he cheated. Okay. Was he going to hit? Was he going to break, a single season home run record? Was he going to, own the, no. Not necessarily. But was he going to go 40-40? Yeah. Yeah, he was. Was he 5-tool? Yeah. Yeah, he was. Was he going to put up the numbers he did in his, best season at the no. But both, yeah. And that's what you got to look at it as halves. Both halves of Bond's career. Pre-roid, post-roid. But with Trout, he's got everything except durability. And the saying in sports is the best ability is durability. Period. And you could be the best in the world. You could be the best ever. But if you ain't on the field and you ain't playing, what does it matter? Think about this. Think of it this way. Think of it this way. Think of it this way. If Michael Jordan only ever played in about 40% of his games, is Michael Jordan Michael Jordan? I'm curious. What is the amount of games that Mike Trout has played in versus seasons? Let's look it up. Mike Trout. And we're going to Baseball Reference. So I'm going to put it on screen for you. I'm about to do some math. Yeah, baby. All right, here's Mike Trout. Look at his career WAR, 86.1. Do you understand how good that is? He has 109 at-bats this year. Do you understand how bad that is? Jesus. Awful. Awful. So let's see. There's his numbers for his career. Just amazing, right? Look, here's his games played. 139, 57, 57, 59, 114, 140, 134, 53, 36, 119, 82, 29. Man. And when you look at his 162 averages, it's just eye-popping. If he played in 162 games a year, his 162 averages, he'd score 121s, hit 40 home runs, have 102 RBIs. He'd have a 991 OPS. Jeez. Fuck. 300 hitter for his career. Slugging 581. It's just ridiculous. But let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 seasons. Okay. Now, I don't know how many games did they play in 2020? Let's see. 2020 MLB season. Let's see. 2020 number of games, 60. And he played in 53. So what we'll do is we'll take 13 seasons. Actually, we'll take 12 because I don't know about 2011 as that call-up year and shit like that. So let's take 12 seasons as a full-time major leaguer. And we shall times that by 162. That's 1,944 potential games plus 60. That's 2,004 potential games. Okay? That he could have played in as a major leaguer. If we exclude that rookie year. We don't need that 2011 season. So he has a possible 2,004 games he could have played in. Okay? He's played in 1,518. He has missed 486 games out of the 2004. Percentage-wise, that's 25%. 24.25. A quarter of a quarter of the games he could have played in his career, he has missed. A quarter. 25% of every season is gone. That means, on average, in a 162 game season, he's missing 40 games per season. Bro, what? That's a lot. Well, 40 games a season. Jesus. That's a lot of games, man. That's a lot of games. I mean, let's put this in other terms, right? Let's think about this another way. What would be 40 games a season for a football player? 17 times point, or what would be 25%, right? Let's see. Clear. 17 times 0.25. That would be like missing 4 games a year as a football player. Every year you miss a month. 1 month every year. As a basketball player, you're missing about 20 games a season. Right? And then times 0.25. Yeah, 20.5 games a season. That's mind-boggling. That's mind-boggling. As a human, that's CC kind of numbers. Just as a regular worker in the workforce, damn it, Joe Pro. He just posted as I said that I will not tolerate any CC jokes right now. My bad, Joe Pro. I said it too late. I'm sorry. These are CC numbers. I mean, if you have what? That's just, yeah, when you think about it, what's 486? 486 divided by 162. That's 3 full seasons. 3 full seasons that he has missed in his career. Gone. That's 3 full seasons worth of games. 486 divided by 162 is 3. Oh, wait, what did I do? 486 divided by 162 equals 3. Dead on ass 3. Come 3. Exactly 3. And I'm excluding again the first season. 3. He has missed 3 full seasons from game 1 to game 162. He's just missed 3 entire seasons. I don't know how we're doing that as GOAT. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know. That's a lot. I think you at least have to stop and say, yeah, he he could have been the greatest baseball player of all time. He could have gone down as the greatest baseball player of all time. I mean, look at everything you see here that's in bold is league leader. Not the bottom, but like up here. He led the league in runs in 2012, 13, 14, and 16. RBIs in 2014. Stolen bases in 2012. Walks in 2013, 2016, and 2018. Strikeouts in 2014. That's going to happen. On base percent 4 years in a row. 16, 17, 18, and 19. That's dominance. Slugging percent in 15, 17, and 19. OPS, he led the league in 2015, 17, 18, and 19. And OPS plus, which again, if you don't know the difference, remember we had this earlier in the week. I taught you guys about stats. When you see like plus after a stat, the way that works, as opposed to the percentages like 0.991 or whatever, they take the league average, which is 100, and then you add to it. So 198. So the league average means if you are dead ass average in the league at OPS, you would be 100. That means you are directly average. Your OPS is average across the board. At 198, it's fucking ridiculous. It's just insane. A 198. Insane. And he has his OPS plus. He led the league in OPS plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And for his career, or his 162 average is 173. These numbers are insane. Spoon said LeBron's only missed 11% of his games. That tells you something. So, I mean, intentionally walked 3. He's led that 3 times in his career. Look at this. He was second in the MVP voting the year he won Rookie of the Year. Second in MVP voting the following year. Then he won an MVP. Then he was second in MVP. Then he won an MVP. Then he was fourth. Then he was second. Then he was first. Then he was fifth. All-star. Then he was eighth. All-star. But yet, he continues to just miss a shitload of games. Craziness. All right. Let's talk about this real quick. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I done closed it and did the tab. Where did it go? Let's see. No, not Voodoo. No, what did I do with the tabs? No. Uh-oh. Where is it? Let's see. Here it is. Found it. All right. Let's talk about this boxer in the Olympics. I don't know a ton about this, but I still have opinions. Welcome to 2024. This was a tweet from Logan Paul. This is the purest form of evil unfolding right before your eyes. A man was allowed to beat up a woman on the global stage, crushing her life's dream while fighting for her deceased father. This delusion must end. There's a ton of different articles out. AP has one. Iman Khelif, Algeria boxer who had gender test issues, wins first Olympic fight when opponent quits. It goes on to say Iman Khelif of Algeria won her opening Olympic boxing bout on Thursday when opponent Angela Carini of Italy quit after 46 seconds. Khelif was disqualified from 2023 World Championships after failing an unspecified gender eligibility test, and her Presence at the Paris Olympics has become a divisive issue. Carini and Kelef exchanged only a few punches before Carini walked away and abandoned the bout. An extremely unusual occurrence in Olympic boxing. Carini, whose headgear apparently became dislodged at least once before she quit, didn't shake Kelef's hand after the decision was announced, but she cried in the ring on her knees. Afterwards, a still tearful Carini said she quit because of intense pain in her nose after the opening punches. Carini, who had a spot of blood on her trunks, said she wasn't making a political statement and was not refusing to fight Kelef. I felt a severe pain in my nose, and with the maturity of a boxer, I said enough because I didn't want to. I couldn't finish the match. Carini further said she is not qualified to decide whether Kelef should be allowed to compete. I'm not here to judge or pass judgment. If an athlete is this way and in that sense is not right, or if it is right, it's not up to me to decide. Just did my job as a boxer. I got into the ring and fought. Did it with my head held high and with a broken heart for not having finished the last kilometer. Well, there's part of your problem. You're using metric. Kelef is an accomplished amateur who won several medals at the International Boxing Association 2022. IBA, which has been banned from Olympics since 2019 after years of disputes with the IOC, disqualified her from last year's championships shortly after her gold medal match because of it claimed were elevated levels of testosterone. 25-year-old entered the ring. Let's see. Discussed the matchup of Carini for an offer to allow her to back out earlier, but the boxer had been very determined to fight until the opening minute. I'm heartbroken because I am a fighter. My father taught me to be a warrior. Kelef could clinch an Olympic medal with a victory in her quarterfinal bout on Saturday. Hamori expressed no concern about fighting Kelef. I'm not scared. I don't care about the press story and social media. If she or he is a man, it will be a bigger victory for me if I win. Damn. Kelef's passport says she's female. Hamori and Kelef have never sparred, but they have competed in the same tournament. Hamori repeatedly said she isn't paying attention to the controversy. I'm trying not to use my phone before the fight. I don't want to care about the comments. Let's see. Or the story or the news. I just want to stay focused. I did it before my last two fights, so I think that's key. And Hamori could only shrug at Carini's decision to quit. It was her choice. I don't understand because I thought every boxer's mind is the same like mine to never give up, but it was her choice. We don't know what was the reason. It's her life, but I know I want to do this in my own life. After years of competition, amateur tournaments, Kelef and Yinling Taiwan suddenly have received massive scrutiny for their presence in Paris. Lin won IBA world champs, but the governing body stripped her of her bronze last year because she claimed failed to eligibility requirements of biochemical test. Let's see. It says the Algerian Olympic Committee issued a statement Wednesday condemning what it termed lies and unethical targeting and maligning of our esteemed athlete with baseless propaganda from certain foreign media outlets. America. Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni, who was visiting Italy athletes in the Olympic Village on Thursday, criticized that Carini had to box Kelef, saying she had since 2021 opposed allowing athletes with genetically male characteristics to compete against women. We have to pay attention and attempt not to discriminate. So here's the thing. I don't see any I don't see anything specific. And that's the slippery slope here. That's the tricky part about this. If you read headlines, if you read Logan Paul's tweet, if you read what people are saying, because they can put whatever they want on their own social media platforms, everybody's calling her a man. But from what I've seen, there's been nothing that's come out that has definitively said she's a man. Elevated testosterone levels does not indicate she's a man. She could be taking testosterone. I mean, that's cheating, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's a man. Behan said her chromosomes are XY, that's why. So let's see. In the AP article, they mention nothing about XY. Let's see. Guardian. Last year, both fighters were disqualified from the World Championships, with the International Boxing Association President Umar Kremlev saying the DNA test had proved they had XY chromosomes and were thus excluded. But last night, the IOC issued a statement that confirmed that said both boxers had complied with its integrity regulations and have been competing in international boxing competitions for many years in the women's category. As with previous Olympic boxing competitions, the gender and age of the athletes are based on their passports. Says the IOC also accused the IBA of changing its gender rules in the middle of the 2023 World Championships. Current aggression against these two athletes is based entirely on the arbitrary decision, which was taken without any proper procedure, especially considering that these athletes had been competing at top-level competition for many years. Such an approach is contrary to good governance. However, concerns have been raised among the boxing and wider sporting community. And people are saying, I don't agree, it could be dangerous. And that's the thing. I mean, I agree with that. All right, here's the deal. Yeah, I 100% agree. I am vehemently against allowing athletes, specifically trans athletes who used to be men, who have transitioned to be females, competing in female athletics against other women. I think it's unfair. It's a personal opinion. I think it's unfair to the other female athletes, especially later on when these women who have transitioned have already developed the muscles of a man before transitioning. And this doesn't speak to any inferiority with the women versus men or anything like that, but I think it's pretty obvious, and I don't think I'm, stating anything that anybody would dispute or disagree with. Men are stronger than women. This is why in many sports we don't have men facing women. They are separate for a reason, and always have been. And I remember Fallon Fox was the first of, at least that I can recall, she was a trans MMA fighter. And it was very disputed and very controversial back then. And I think it can be dangerous, especially in combat sports, to allow a fighter who, other than genitalia, has the skeletal, muscular systems of a man, the strength of a man, the speed of a man, to fight women. Whether they identify as a female, whether they have changed genitalia to become a female, that's neither here nor there, and I'm not judging that. But what I'm saying is, if you have a person who, for 5 years leading up, had the muscular ability to bench press 250 pounds like a man, as a man, and maybe deep down inside they never identified as that. That doesn't change their muscular ability, say. But yet, the mindset change and the physical, I mean, I can put it another way, genitalia change doesn't change the physical muscular changes. Now, you know, if you're taking estrogen and you're growing boobs and I don't know that that's weakening everything else. I don't know that that's leveling the playing field, so to speak. And I just think it's unfair, honestly, to everybody involved. I think it's unfair to the other females involved, and it sucks for the trans athletes involved too, because what do? How can they compete? What options do they have? It sucks. It does. But I don't think it's okay to allow them to compete against women in athletics. And it becomes obvious when you see, I forget the swimmer's name. It becomes obvious when you see a trans athlete who, in the case of the swimmer, for example, when she was swimming as a man, was consistently not good. She was consistently getting beat. You know, she was bad. But then as she transitioned and started swimming against other females, she was winning. She was number one in the country. I mean, it kind of lets you know, hey, this is something wrong here. And the same thing, and it becomes especially true in combat sports. Now, again, that's just all my opinion, okay? But I'm also of the opinion that we have to be very, very clear and certain that this athlete is a trans athlete. You can't just go around saying, well, she's trans. Well, has anybody come out and said, do we know that for a fact? Elevated testosterone doesn't exactly mean she's trans. And I know that people are saying XY is male. That means she's trans. But there's obviously some disputes from the IOC as well. I am of the opinion, and maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am misguided, uninformed, and stupid. But you're going to have a hard time convincing me that the IOC, the people that make up the committees, are going to just be like, well, let's just let her fight as a trans female athlete, knowing, well, this could not, I mean, this could be bad. Especially if we have information that says, you know, yeah, physically she was born a man or whatever. And again, especially in combat sports, but I genuinely think that they know that this could end poorly. And I think that the committee, I think that the committee would know, yeah, we're going to have a lot of countries really pissed off at us. If they're losing out on gold medals, and if their people are losing out on opportunities and gold medals because we've allowed it. But what choice do they have if there's no definitive proof? Now, I will say this. It's a pretty antiquated system if all you're relying on is, well, whatever their passport says is what we're going to allow them to compete as. I don't know that you can allow that.
You know, I don't know that you can just, yeah, whatever that says, we're going to go with it. I saw a comedian today on Reddit who was like, you know, the average male American penis size has gone down in America because they have stopped letting men self-report. He said in 1924, the average American male penis was 7.5 inches. And that's kind of like, I thought it was hilarious, but that's kind of like this. You just can't let, you know, self-report is a slippery slope when it comes to this. Now, I do think that as a society and longer term, and at some point, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, oh yeah, it's a super solid joke, Joe Pro. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, the fact of the matter is, at some point, as a society, we're already talking about it. We're already addressing it, but we are going to have to, I'm sorry, my nose is itching. We're going to have to address it, and we're going to have to come up with a solution. And Alex, that's exactly where I was headed. What I think we're going to have to come up with is a division, a league, or a way for trans athletes to compete. Now, the problem becomes the sensitivity of the nature. Well, I identify as a woman. Well, the problem becomes, though, physically, you know, scientifically, is a lot different than what you identify as. I'm just sorry. Genetically, DNA, I'm not going to argue over that. I am certainly going to sit here and tell you that I support trans people. I consider myself an ally. But that doesn't mean I'm also going to sit here and just say, well, whatever they want. There's got to be some logic. There's got to be some middle ground. And we have to be able to also protect female athletes at the same time. There's got to be, this is the problem with our country, is that it's either one way or the other. No, there's got to be middle ground. There's got to be middle ground in this discussion. There has to be a way to protect female athletes and say, you should be allowed to compete and not against other athletes who used to be men and have the physical makeup of a man. And at the same time, allow athletes who, in their personal life, even though they may have been physically born a man, don't identify as that, don't represent as that, don't feel like that, and don't want to be that. We have to respect that. We have to understand that. We have to allow that. And we have to still allow them to compete in athletics, perform in athletics, and support them in performing in athletics. You can't just say, well, sorry, you can't perform. Well, sorry, you can't play. So do we have a league for trans athletes? Are there different rules? I don't know what the answer is. There are certainly smarter people than I to figure that out. But my point is, there's got to be a middle ground. There's got to be a solution that allows female athletes to not be put at a disadvantage in a swim meet, to not be put at disadvantage in a boxing match, to not be put at disadvantage in a track meet, but that also allows trans athletes to compete in the spirit of competition. So, that's all I got to say about that. Danny Dan said, Barry, she's not trans. She has disorders of sex development. She was never a man, never has man parts. Fine. Okay. I get that. I get that. I'm speaking of the wider topic, though. And again, if you were paying attention, Dan, I said earlier, on this specific topic about that specific boxing match and her and the Italian boxer, I've seen nothing that said she used to be a dude. I've seen some hearsay with some Logan Pauls and others who have come out and said, well, she's trans, she's a man. But I've not seen anything definitive. Did you listen to that, Dan? I very clearly said that. And I never said that she was trans. I said I've not seen anything. I literally read the article. And I also said I have a hard time believing that the IOC would just turn a blind eye to a complete trans athlete, an athlete, especially in combat sports, that would allow an athlete who used to be a man with male muscles and male abilities to go in and fight women. I literally said that. So I appreciate the correction, but you weren't listening. And then I transitioned to, boy, that's a poor choice of words. That was a poor choice of words. And then I transitioned to the broader topic of what do we do in this country and on the world stage and in athletics, because it's not going to go away. And so what do we do? How do we, as a society, resolve this as adults and not just fuck them? That's not a solution. That's ignorance. So that was the topic. That was the gist of the conversation. This wasn't an attack on this boxer. I already acknowledged the fact that I wasn't 100% sure she was trans because I haven't seen anything that said definitively she was trans. I saw hearsay. And that's it. Robert says, I have been thinking of becoming a man. Good luck. Good luck. Yes. Dan said, and to stick on topic, has there been a trans athlete that has dominated the sport? Yes, Fallon Fox. Yes. Fallon Fox was a dominant MMA fighter in the sport. Yes. Fallon Fox. Jaime Consuelo said, my wife wishes I was more of a man. I don't know what that means. I think that means she's got side dick. I think that's what that means. I was like, what did I walk into? There is a trans in there or no? I'm late. Yeah, we were talking about the story of, in the Olympics, of Imane Khalef, the Algeria boxer, who was fighting an Italian boxer named Angela Carini, who quit 46 seconds into the match. And Carini herself, and people are like, oh, they let this man beat up this woman. And that's been the narrative on social media. But if you clearly read the Associated Press article, there was an interview with Carini, the Italian boxer, who was like, oh, no. Basically, she was like, that bitch broke my nose, and so I quit. She broke my nose. I mean, like, literally. She says, I'm not scared. I don't care about the press stories. If she is or isn't a man. Oh, no, that was the boxer she's going to face next. Where to go? It's not for me to decide. I'm not scared. I did my job as a boxer. I got into the ring and I fought. I did it with my head held high. Where to go? I felt severe pain in my nose. And with the maturity of a boxer, I said enough because I didn't want to. I couldn't finish the match. She got her fucking nose broke. It happens.
Bro boy said, that bitch broke my nose. You ever been punched in the nose? You ever had your nose broke? The shit fucking hurts. I don't know what that means, Riff. Yeah, that's pretty dominant in MMA. 5-1? Yeah, pretty dominant. And you got to remember, too, though, when you're talking MMA, look at this. Look at this bullshit. Look at this. So, Hugh Data Team said, Barry, can't you see? Sometimes your face just hypnotized me. Hi, Barry. 6 viewers. When are you going to get a job and quit mooching off your wife, loser? Well, first of all, you're on YouTube, which is the secondary platform. There's another 20-something people watching on Twitch. And it's ironic that you would call me a loser. This is also my second job. I also do stand-up comedy. It's ironic that you would call me a loser, but you created an account, or you took the time to come to my YouTube channel to make up a rhyme and say those things like a 6-year-old to a grown person. You're obviously an adult. I'm the loser. But yet you posted this. But I'm the loser. Really? I'm the loser. I'm not chasing you around the internet because I said something or I got my feelings hurt because of words that were said to me. That's you, homie. Whoever the fuck you are. That's you. Oh, now you hit me with the bye. Ban me. Bye. I'm leaving. I'm just going to pop in and say some things and get my feelings hurt. And then I'm leaving again. But I'm the loser. Bro, do you not see the irony in that? Do you not see the irony in this? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I'm the loser. You're following me around the internet talking shit. But I'm the loser. You're a troll, bro. You're an adult who trolls on the internet. And I'm over here minding my business, doing shows, trying to entertain people, having a good time. And your dumb ass is out here trying to ruin it because you're mad because words hurt your feelings. But I'm the fucking loser. Easy to trigger. You wanted this. You wanted this. You came here to get this, so I'm giving it to you because you wanted it. Because it's obvious. I'm obviously the loser, right? Because I'm going to people's YouTube channels and leaving comments. Bro, you need to get a job. You tell me I need to get a job? You need to get a job, homie. You need to get a job and focus. This is fucking sad, bro. This is sad. So sad. So sad. That's exactly right, broke boy. Bro wants that attention so bad. He does. It's very sad. Please pay attention to me. It makes me so mad that people still like you and they're so mean to me. And it just, oh my God, it makes me so mad. Oh. Bro, your parents failed you. Your mama, I don't know who she is, but your mom would be ashamed of you. Honestly, do you tell your wife you do this? Your kids would be ashamed of you. I know your mom is. I guarantee you, your mom would be like, I raised a loser. Oh my God. I raised a fucking loser. He goes on the internet and talks shit to people he does. Oh my God. This is what you do during the day? How old are you? Jesus Christ. I raised a fucking loser. This guy goes around on the internet. Oh my God. We should have put him up for adoption is what we should have done.
I told you this, Frank. I told you we should have taken him to the fucking fire station and dropped him off. I told you that. Jesus Christ. No, let's keep him. Look at this fucking guy. That's your son. I don't claim him. That's your son. We should have dropped him off at the fire station or put him up for adoption like I wanted to. But no, you wanted to keep him. And now we have a son that goes on the fucking internet and trolls people and goes to their YouTube channel and leaves hateful shit because they have no idea what else to do with their fucking life. That's your son. Jesus Christ. You should have just pulled out. Total Dallas. Frank is back. Yeah, fuck Frank, Total Dallas. Fuck Frank. Well, whatever. Hugh Data team. You got what you wanted, buddy. There's your attention. There's the attention you were looking for. Are you happy? Do you feel better? I'm so happy you got it. Outstanding. Hey, what up, Brian? Good to see you, homie. Donna, poor Frank. Oh, no, I'm not avoiding it. Oh, we'll still do it, especially since it's Thursday. We don't have a show tomorrow. I just want to tell you real quick. It was super dope, all right? So I do want to share it with you because, honestly, in 11 years of doing comedy, it has never happened. I just said, ruined my night. Fuck. Oh, yeah, don't run now. That was the best part. That was the best part. Hey, you're a fucking loser. Stop living on your wife. Oh, Bammy, I gotta go. Okay, I was just playing. Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. So this was so dope. All right, this was the coolest fucking part. So Tulsa was cool. It was a lot of fun. Last time I was there was fucking crazy. But they're under new management and they're doing a lot of dope ass things with the club up in Tulsa. In fact, since going there, the new ownership of the club, they make you feel like a fucking rock star, right? So you check in, like now they have, instead of just like a regular comedy condo, which is kind of an old school comedy thing, has been around forever. You got like a suite at the hotel now. You're like top floor. It's fucking baller as shit. When you check in, you got like a welcome basket with your name on it. It's like, damn, a fella could get used to this. I was like, I texted Mason, the owner. I was like, bro, what is you doing, baby? He was like, hey, man, we go first class now. I was like, yeah, this is dope as shit, bro. This is dope. So I get checked in, do all my shit, and we go to the show, and this, it was the Thursday show. No, this was not the Murder Cabin Joe, bro. This was, oh God, no. No, this was not Arkansas. This is Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, Thursday show was light, and it's Thursday, and it's Tulsa, right? So the Thursday show is very light. Not a lot of people. It's fine. It was like, I don't know, 40 maybe. It happens. Not a big deal. And those are usually the fun shows. And in fact, and I might actually post this video on the Patreon for you guys because it ended up being like the majority of the show ended up being crowd work. It was like, I think I maybe did like 10 minutes worth of actual material. It just ended up being me fucking with the crowd, but having fun with them. You know what I mean? Like, not in a mean way, just in a fun way. Roasting them and just having a good time with them. And I literally was just going like table to table. There was a family reunion. There was a couple that brought their 18-year-old son for his first comedy show. There was a married couple up front where the husband tricked his wife. He gave her a birthday sash. Her birthday was last week, but he tricked her into wearing the birthday sash again and then sat her up front in hopes of me fucking with her. And that's exactly what happened. That was exactly what happened.
And so I ended up roasting her. So there's only 2 clubs in Tulsa. There's Bricktown Comedy Club and the Looney Bin Comedy Club, Jaime. And this was at the Looney Bin Comedy Club. And boy, it's night and day at this club now. So it was super dope, right? So I'm going table to table, and I'm like, and what's the story over here, right? And what are you guys doing? And just so much fun. So much fun. And I get to this one table, and I'm like, and what about you guys? What brings you out tonight? What's going on? And this lady goes, well, I've been up for 36 hours. I was like, damn, you've been up for 36 hours straight? She goes, yeah. And she was with some dude, and I was like, has she really? He goes, yeah, she's been up for 36 straight hours. I was like, well, damn, what do you do? She goes, I work at Denny's. I was like, damn, Denny's does you like that? And she goes, well, oh, nice. Jaime said I'll be in Tulsa on the 17th. Just missed it. She goes, yeah, I work at Denny's. And I was like, you work at Denny's here in town? And she goes, no, I live in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I was like, wait. Well, what are you doing here? And she goes, I came to see you. I was like, well, hold up. You came all the way from Fayetteville, Arkansas to see me? She goes, yes. I have stayed up for 36 hours and drove 3 hours just to see you. I was like, shut the fuck up. She was like, yes, I am a huge fan. I love you. I love your comedy. And I came here to see you. I was like, get the fuck out. And the dude that was with her was like, bro, she fucking loves your comedy. She loves you. And yes, she made me come. She made me get the tickets. Like, I was like, you gotta be shitting me. That was so dope. Like, cause that don't happen a lot. And I was like, well, get up here and give me a hug. I brought her on stage. I gave her a hug. And he was like, yeah, man, she fucking drugged me into this, made me drive her. I was like, well, fuck, I hope she made you drive. She can't drive, being all tired and shit. And what's crazy is this is what I'm, first of all, that was dope. Cause 11 years, that's never happened. I mean, I have people come out. I've had people on the road that come to my shows because they've seen me do shows in the past. And so they come back. You know what I mean? They come back. But I was like, well, that's cool. I mean, have you seen me before here or maybe in Arkansas? Maybe when I was at the Grove, which was the murder cabin city. And she goes, no, I saw you on Dry Bar. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. So if you don't know, I have a Dry Bar special, a comedy. It's my only comedy special that's out. And Dry Bar is a completely 100% clean comedy platform. All of their comedy that they publish and put out is 100% clean. It's family friendly. It is squeaky clean. And yes, your boy can do squeaky clean comedy. Well, she saw my shit and I guess she really liked it and started, I guess, watching my other shit and became a fan. And so when she said that, I was like, oh man, I had been cussing all fucking night. I had just been playing with people and I was like, oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I was like, you probably thought you were coming to see a Dry Bar comedian do all clean shit, didn't you? I felt so bad. I'm like, she done stayed up for 36 fucking hours, drove for 3 of those just to see a comic that she really liked do clean comedy. She goes, oh no. She goes, I fell in love with your comedy on Dry Bar, but then I watched all your other stuff, so I knew what to expect. She goes, besides, funny's funny. I was like, girl, you the shit. I love you. Fuck yeah. I mean, heck yeah. Sorry. She was like, no, you're good. You're fine. I was like, oh, thank God, man, because I would feel
Like such an asshole. That's the only problem with having dry bar. CC, that's not Arkansas meth. Yeah, that's not Tulsa meth. It's Arkansas. Get it right. That's the only problem with having dry bar is I've had other people tell me at shows, like they didn't come to just see me, but I have had people comment, oh, I saw your dry bar special, but that's the only problem is people expecting you to work clean. It's like, nah, I'm not doing that. Hey, Robert, love you, buddy. We'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you next week, brother. On Monday. Be good, King. Hey, Jaime, appreciate you. You stay positive too, brother. Much love, man. So yeah, it was super dope. It made me feel amazing. You know what I mean? Because you don't, when you do what I do, you've been doing this 11 years, you don't, you know. I mean, there are people, like I said, there are people that still come to see me locally. There are still people that come to see me on the road. One guy was wearing my shirt at a show this past weekend in Tulsa. Is one of the Y'all and Fam shirts that he got at my show in Cushing. There was a few people that were like, I've seen you 3 times now. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we saw you in Oklahoma City 3 times, but that club that you normally headline closed down, so we came to see you in Tulsa. I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy. It's dope. It's a fucking phenomenal feeling. But that one meant so much. It was so cool. It was like, yo, that's a fan. That is like, that was dope. And the worst part, the absolute worst part, my dumb ass didn't even take a picture with her. What a dumb fuck. I'm so bad at this. When she left, Son Tran, my feature act that I brought up from Houston, my buddy's son, he was like, bro, you're the worst. I was like, what? He goes, you didn't even take a picture with her? You didn't even like, hey, you want to take a picture? Like, I was like, oh, man. He goes, yeah, you stupid ass. I mean, for you should have taken a picture for marketing purposes, but I'm sure she would have fucking loved it. I was like, God damn it, I'm the worst. He goes, yeah, you're so bad at this. I was like, I know I'm the worst. The worst. I felt terrible. Had no pic with Rob. Yeah. And I didn't get a pic with Heartthrob. I'm telling you, I'm the worst. I don't think of this. I get all like, I don't know. Didn't even get a picture with Heartthrob when he came to see me on Saturday. It's the worst. The worst. All right. Let's get out of here. Look at that, 5:30. 2 hours and 56 minute show. Huh? Who said we don't do 3-hour shows around here? What? Brian Pettis said, are you going to watch football game tonight? No. I'm not going to lie. No, I'm not watching it. Especially now that I found out there's not going to be any starters. Nope. No, shut up, Total Dallas. It's okay. You're still pretty good. Thank you, Uriel. I appreciate you, buddy. Much love to you, homie. Love you, Donna. Yeah, I can't watch it, Brian. I just, if they would have said, or if there was going to be, you know, at least a series of starters, I'd watch that. But no, can't do it. For Alan, rest in peace, cheers. Yeah, man, rest in peace to Alan Denson. Happy birthday to him tomorrow. Love you, Alan, wherever you may be, brother. Hey, Ruin, thank you, buddy. It's good to see you in the YouTube's chat, man. Much love, homie, much love. Love you, CC. I'm so glad you got your birthday present, my love. If you use it this weekend, let me take a pic. Let me know if it works. I'm excited to see if it actually works. The reviews were mixed. Some people were like, yeah, it works great. And some people were like, eh. So I want to know if it works. Okay, CC? I need like pictures and videos. For those of you that don't know or remember, we got CC that golf club that fits in your golf bag that's actually a drink dispenser so she can drink on the golf course. Brian, love you, buddy. Be good, home slice. Hope you're doing well, man. Love you, pimp. All right, Joe Pro. What is this? Joe Pro said, yo, have a lovely weekend. I'll see the cool kids in the Astros chat tomorrow night. Yeah, man. If you're on Patreon, don't forget, you want somebody to hang out and watch the Astros game with because you're bored, man, jump on the Discord. All the Patreon members hang out on the Discord and watch the Astros game together and just chit-chat and shit, so it's fun. CC been golfing in her car all the way home. Oh, she said she used it. Already used it. I loved it. Awesome. Awesome. All right, I will see you guys on Monday, man. Enjoy your weekend. Have a fantastic weekend. If you watch the football, enjoy it. If you watch the baseball games, enjoy it. If you watch the Olympics, enjoy it. I love you guys. As always, I appreciate the support. I'll see you on Monday. Do me 3 favors. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. Okay? Okay. You don't have to be a dick. Love each other. It's easy. All right, I'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody. And he's making a YouTube video!